Okay, on the first tutorial we just talked about going to the website and where to find Reaper. That's at reaper.fm. You can download that file, install it, whether it's PC or Mac, and now we have the program open to a blank project. If you want to set up your audio interface, you just go into the preferences. Under audio, there's the device. Currently I don't have any device plugged in to my computer. If I had my either my M-Audio or my Motu piece, they would show up in this output along with the input. You can put any MIDI devices, and we'll go into some of those things a little later. There's the theme, so if you want to set up a specific theme, you want a different look, you can find those at the website for Reaper, reaper.fm, and there are some forums and resources that you can get. So these are just some of the preferences that you can find. Your plugins, showing where those VST plugins are going to be. If you're using Rewire, Remote is it's a great setup where if you want to use, if you have several effects that you're wanting to use, you can set up a additional computer by using this remote, and you can let that computer handle all of your effects, and so that computer will slave to your main computer. You can run all your effects off a secondary computer, and it won't have any bearing on your computer's CPU usage. Control surfaces, if you use any of those, like the Novation, or if you use any of the Mackie control surfaces, you can do that as well. So that's a quick look at the preferences. I'm just going to go to, if I were working on a song, maybe I had an MP3 of a song that we were going to rehearse for our vocal team. I would just go to where that is. It's going to be in my music folder. I'll just grab this MP3. This is a split track of Martha Munizzi's Till the Walls Fall. I'm just going to take that, click on it, and I'm just going to drag it right in to Reaper. It creates a new channel, and if you're dragging multiple files, it will ask you if you want those to be on a separate channel. You just click yes, and it will set up all your channels for you, and then you are set. This is a split track, so the music is going to be on the left, and as you can see, the vocals are on the right. Just hit play. Quite a few effects that you can see if you want to add an effect. It's taking some of the Rewire programs that you can see that I have in there. But these are some of the AU or audio units by Apple. Multiband compressors. Then there's some VST. Some of these came with this MDA. These all came with Reaper. And then you'll go down to quite a few of these different effects that you can use. If you wanted to put a limiter on that, set your threshold, and now when you hit that, you can bypass that. Alright, so that's how you drag a new file if you're working on something like that. The next thing is markers. On markers, the great thing about Reaper, you can set up markers anywhere and go right to it. The first 10 markers are going to be defaulted on your keyboard. You can access those. Now, setting a marker, I will typically set a marker at the beginning of a song. That way I can just go right back to the beginning by pressing 1, and you'll see all you have to do is hit M on your keyboard and your marker is set. If you want to title that, you can just double click on that and you can title it whatever you want, and then you're going. Then I want to set another marker right before the vocals come in. So if I'm in my vocal rehearsal, I can go back and not have to try and search through. If you were using iTunes, you'd have to just kind of fake it and see where it's at. Okay, there's my second marker. If I want to go back to that, I just either click on that marker, or you can press 2 on your keyboard. And it will instantly go back. There's not a latency. You can just hit 2 and it goes right back. Or go to the beginning of the song. You can zoom in on either of these bars to either make that at a larger size that you can see a little better, but that's how you set markers in that. You can also, and we'll look at it later, there are different actions that you can use in an action list, and you can set up other MIDI, either keyboards or control surfaces, to go to those. If you wanted to set on a small keyboard, you wanted to set a specific key or a button, drum pad to be number 1 or number 2 of your markers, or even if you want to program those to be the start and play or the stop, whatever you want. You can program those and it will learn those by MIDI, and it's extremely easy to do. So that's the second in the series. We'd love to hear your feedback. If there are questions or comments or maybe some difficulties that you're having in Reaper, we'd love to help. You can go to my website, mattperkins.org, or you can email me through that website as well. And feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think about Reaper.